Ah, yes, hello. Thank you. I was calling to inquire about your symbols and alphabet translation services. Well, you see, I have this journal here with some letters in it that I've never seen before, and I was wondering if I could have them translated. Yeah, I can drop it off. How much will the service be? $100? Who do you think I am? I ain't made of money. Okay, your job is to literally look at pictures. Fine, but only because it's important. They're black with white circles. Unown? I think I've heard of that. Alright, well, I'll come by and drop this off. Man, all anyone cares about these days is money. Then again, I trade my own mother for money. But I commend their work. It must be so hard translating symbols people know basically nothing about. So I can appreciate people who study the unknown in places like the ruins of Alpha, the Celestian ruins. But that leads me to wonder, what's the connection to Cresselia, if there's one at all? I guess we'll only know if we look into it. I'm John Mahogany, and today we're talking about the unknown. Unown is the symbol Pokemon, originating from the Johto region's ruins of Alpha before being rediscovered in the Tanabe chambers of the Sevi Islands and the Celestian ruins of the Sinnoh region. It's a psychic-type Pokemon that takes on the shape of letters akin to the Latin alphabet and an exclamation mark and question mark. Its body is flat and completely black aside from the white sclera of their eyes, which are completely open in its letter forms and half open in its punctuation forms. This Pokemon is believed to originate from a dimension parallel to ours, yet seldom does it ever cross over. However, it has been found that in the ruins of Alpha and any other locations the Unown might appear, have thin dimensional barriers which may explain their abundant occurrence in those areas. It has also been found that when large groups of Unown gather, they are able to summon a mysterious power that allows them to bend the fabrics of reality itself in order to accommodate the desires of those who control them. Now, before I get too deep into the lore and the mysteries of the Unown, we should talk about them in a less serious capacity. Now, as they don't play as big of a role in the games or in the anime and movies as Darkrai and Cresselia have, we're going to lump the two categories together. So let's go. In the games, the Unown are mostly found in ancient ruins or mysterious locations, such as the ruins of Alph, where they can be encountered on the first basement floor, with more becoming present as more puzzles are solved. In the Celestian ruins, different Unown appear in each primary chamber, beginning in the second chamber with the letter F, and into the other chambers until it spells out the word friend, while the rest of the Unown appear in all the dead-end rooms. In both of these locations, the exclamation mark and question mark Unown can be found after the initial 26 are caught. The Unown have also appeared in the Tanabe chambers of the Sevi Islands, which are considered the home of the Unown, and they have also been found in Mirage Caves in the Hoenn region. In Generation 2, an Unown's shape was determined by its individual values, and as these values also determine shininess, a shiny Unown could only be an I or V Unown. Coincidence? Probably. In Generation 3, an Unown's shape is based upon its personality values, and as of Generation 4, a separate and unknown factor determines the shape. In the anime, the Unown's only major role was in the third Pokemon movie, Spell of the Unknown, Entei, in which it is the force that starts and provides progression to the plot. It also has roles in 2 episodes of the show, the first being in the episode Address Unown of the Johto series, where one slips out of its dimension, whereas it helps Ash and company dispatch Team Rocket. Its second appearance was in the episode Top Down Training, where it appeared on a stone tablet in the Diamond and Pearl series. However, its smallest role might just be its most important. In Pokemon The Rise of Darkrai, it is revealed that Dialga and Palki's initial confrontation takes place in the Unown dimension, revealing that not only is this dimension parallel to our own, but it sits adjacent and in between Dialga and Palkia's dimensions. Phew, that was actually a lot more to go over than I had anticipated. At least it's over now. Now let's talk about it in battle. Oh, what? You mean the Unown are completely useless in battle because their base stats are garbage and they can literally only learn hidden power? So there's nothing to talk about? Now let's talk about the mysteries and the lore of the Unown. According to the Pokédex, the Unown communicate through telepathy. However, research done by the esteemed Professor Oak have claimed that they actually communicate through electromagnetic waves. Either way, this communication is picked up on the Pokégear in the ruins of Alph as an odd, segmented noise that is supposedly partially comprised of the cry of a Ho-Oh and the tune of the legendary Azure Flute, leading scientists believe that the Unown have some kind of connection with these two. And while they seem to take on the appearance of the Latin alphabet, they have even been documented in various other forms similar to Greek and Cyrillic letters, but live ones have never been seen. It is widely believed among the scientific community that these forms of the Unown are artificial and don't really exist, being derived from sightings of the Unown in the areas in which the Greek and Cyrillic alphabets were used. However, what is the most baffling about these Pokemon is their mere existence. As the Unown represent a more modern alphabet, it is unknown if the Unown predate written language or have changed over time to accommodate for advancing languages, which may explain its Cyrillic and Greek cousins. But if the Unown are letters, then what are they saying, if they're saying anything at all? Well, in the ruins of Alph, secret chambers have been discovered, chambers that can only be accessed by performing certain tasks per the instructions of carvings in the walls. In the northernmost chamber, there's a message that reads, "Escape." In the southeast light and in the chamber access through the Union Cave, there's a message that reads "Water." And the final ruin chamber has Ho-Oh. All of these words are actually instructions on how to proceed into the hidden chambers. In the first, one must use an escape rope. In the second, one must use the move Flash. In the third, one must go to the bag and select Use on a water stone. And in the fourth chamber, Ho-Oh must be present in the party. Again, lending credence to the supposed connection between the legendary Pokemon and the Unown. Within each secret room, there's an abundance of items, and beneath these rooms are more secret chambers, each imbued with a special message in the floor. Together, these messages read out, "Our word shall remain here for the ages, our clan engraved words in this place. Thus, we shall erect a Pokemon statue outside. Our clan created the Pokemon statue outside. They possess great insight and refuse the outside world. They possess the power to sense with mind and reject outside. We humans must learn to walk in harmony with them. We depart for their sakes. We humans must learn to walk with them. We leave here for the sake of them." Huh. Curious. It seems by the wording of these messages that they were left by people, yet they're written in the shapes of the Unown. It is believed that the ancient people who left these messages learned to write in the Unown and left them the messages as a kind of show of desired mutuality. As a matter of fact, due to the age of the ruins, some scientists, and myself included, subscribe to the theory that this was mankind's first attempt to merge societies with Pokemon. However, this is still uncertain. But think about it, how cool is it that we may have uncovered mankind's first communication with the Pokemon of the world, which was a request to stand beside them. But what's even cooler to consider is that the Unown may have replied. Oh yeah, in the Celassian ruins, another hotspot for the Unown, the first chamber carries a plaque of Unown that guide any who are able to read it to the final chamber of the ruins. Inside the final chamber is a message that may just be the Unown's reply to mankind's proposition of mutuality. Friendship. All lives touch other lives to create something new and alive. This text may have been the Unown telling the ancient world that Pokemon will come to mankind's side as friends to help one another. This has spawned the belief that the Unown were ancient emissaries of the Pokemon who departed back to their own dimension when they were no longer needed as human society and Pokemon society merged. But to think that these creatures once broke the divide between people and Pokemon is incredible. But what does any of this have to do with Cresselia? Let's find out. According to the journal, Cresselia had recently vacated Fullmoon Island, as of 2002 anyway, and in its place was left a cave atop the island's mountain. Apparently, the entire cave was covered in the Unown, as evidenced by the sketches and the account left in the journal. But what did the Unown have to do with Cresselia? And if Cresselia did form the cave, why would she leave her message in the form of the Unown? Could she have just, left a note saying, "Hey guys, I'm checking out for a couple decades, don't wait up on me"? Well, Cresselia is a Pokemon with strong ties to people, as it is the protector of their dreams. So it makes sense that if a Pokemon wanted to leave a message to people, it would communicate that message in the form of the Unown, as they allowed humans and Pokemon to communicate with one another in the first place. The only piece of the puzzle left here is why Cresselia left its island in the first place, and where it went. This all lies in what the Unown are saying. Now, as I can't just fly to Fullmoon Island, I can only assume that what's written on Fullmoon Island has something to do with what's written in the ruins of Alph and the Celestian ruins, as those are the only other places where Unown have predominantly appeared, as far as we know. So perhaps there's a third piece of the discussion between mankind and the Unown, a third piece not yet discovered by archaeologists, so Cresselia just decided to plop it right in their faces. Perhaps what's talked about in Cresselia's messages is what happened before the Pokemon and humans decided to join together. A message that had been kept secret for so long that Cresselia decided to finally reveal it, in turn having to go into hiding. It all sounds pretty far-fetched, I know, but you have to admit it does make at least the smallest bit of sense. The Unown were the emissaries of the Pokemon, speaking with early man about the possibility of joining together, and eventually allowing such a thing. Yet before, something terrible must have happened, something that the Pokemon felt the need to keep secret, something that Cresselia finally revealed for mankind's sake. But what would be so terrible as to send Cresselia into hiding? And why wouldn't something so big have been covered on the news? I've checked news records, there's nothing about the Unown ruins on Fullmoon Island anywhere, which is strange. I suppose I'll have to wait until I get the journal back with the translation. Maybe whatever the unknown letters say pertains to where Cresselia might have gone. Special delivery.
Ow!
Ah, here we go. My translation. Dear Mr. Mahogany, it seems that indeed you have come across a message written in the unknown alphabet, and after careful and delicate work, we have been able to translate the letters. Now, we have no idea why you couldn't have just looked this up on the internet, but you gave us money, so we don't really care. Guess I didn't think of that. Curiously enough, one of the words in the message is misspelled, being the word sought. Anyhow, here's the translated message. Order can only be sought by he who is true. I wonder what that means. Oh, Jesus! What is this demon spawn? And unknown, what are you doing here? Well, I just made a video about you, so if you're offended by that... Okay, jeez. What is this? What is this? Why are you showing me this? Just stop! Just stop it already! I've seen enough! What the hell is going on?